Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Game week 1 of the Premier League is done and dusted. And wow, we already had some surprises, right? Some teams came flying out of the blocks, while others, well, let's just say they need to wake up. Now, game week 2 is here, 10 games lined up, and plenty to talk about key fixtures. West Ham versus Chelsea. Can Potter get things right? City versus Spurs could be fireworks. Arsenal back home against Leeds. And Monday night, Newcastle hosting Liverpool. Could be some drama. I'm going to go through each game, share my thoughts, predictions, maybe some bold calls. Let me know if you agree or think. I'm talking nonsense in the comments. Let's get straight into it. West Ham versus Chelsea. Let's be real. West Ham were awful last week. A 3-0 hammering by Sunderland. Not good. Potter's job is under some heat, and fans are getting restless. At home now, they have to show something. Chelsea, not much better. They were flat, drew with Palace, not convincing. So pressure on both sides. But for me, West Ham looked more fragile. The defense looks shaky. Midfield not clicking. Chelsea still have quality. I think they'll bounce back. My call? Chelsea to win it 3-1. Man City versus Spurs. City versus Spurs, always a big one. City just look unstoppable right now. Holland firing. Everything clicking. Spurs are solid, organized, but stopping City's attack is a nightmare. Frank's side might sit deep and try to counter, but City have too many weapons. I see Spurs getting 1, but City too strong. Prediction, 3-1. Bournemouth versus Wolves. Bournemouth versus Wolves, not the biggest game, but could be tricky. Bournemouth are gritty, they fight. Wolves, still finding rhythm. Goals are a problem. I think both sides will be careful. No one wants to lose this early. Calling it a draw, 101. Brentford versus Aston Villa. Brentford versus Villa. Get this. Villa looked dead in the water last week, flat and uninspired. But when you look at their build-up, there's real creativity in the midfield forward link. Brentford's new head coach still finding his rhythm. I really hope Villa wake up this week and bring that spark. I'll take them 2-1, expecting an improved showing. Burnley versus Sunderland. Burnley are still rebuilding, and results aren't painting a pretty picture. Sunderland, though, riding high after that win. Momentum swings games, and I think it'll carry them through. 2-0 Sunderland win. Arsenal versus Leeds. Arsenal get their first home game. Honestly, they were sluggish opening week. Back at the Emirates, they need to push the tempo. Leeds bring energy, but home edge is key. I see Arsenal bettering it, 2-1. Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. Palace showed some real grit last week, going to Stamford Bridge and holding Chelsea to a draw is no easy task. It showed they're well organized and solid at the back. But there's a bit of noise around the squad. Their captain Gay and starman Ez are both linked with moves away, and that could unsettle the dressing room. As for Forest, they're like two different teams. Strong and confident at home, but away from home they often struggle. Going into this one, I think Palace have the slight edge. At Selhurst Park, I'll back them to nick it 2-1. Everton versus Brighton. Both teams have their flaws. Brighton keep it neat, but sometimes lack cutting edge. Everton are solid at home, but missing that killer instinct. Feels like 1-1 draw. Fulham versus Man United. Fulham are confident at home and Wilson's in form. United, though, Amore needs a win to quiet the doubters. I'm tipping United to sneak through, 2-1 away. Newcastle versus Liverpool. Newcastle versus Liverpool, Monday night highlight. Newcastle's been busy off-field with transfers. Distractions are lurking. Liverpool may not be perfect, but their attack still packs punch. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Liverpool. And that's a wrap on my Game Week 2 predictions. Longer, more detailed, and hopefully more entertaining. Which fixture do you reckon might deliver a shock? Which one are you most looking forward to? Drop your score lines in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Catch you next week on Epl Fever.